Hey, how's it going? Dranus here. Welcome back to some more Diablo 4. This time with a Necromancer. Now, my original plan was for this character to be a bit more passive. So this is the reason why I picked the minions again. But also, minions got a lot of buffs this season. This means they will inherit your own stats way more. And I think this can really snowball. So, I am level 93 at the moment. So this build is far from complete. But so far, it is pretty cool. I am in a Nightmare Dungeon now. Nightmare Dungeon tier 73. Just because I need to upgrade my glyphs still. So they're almost level 15. But yeah, I really want to get them to level 21. So, to get this more passive play, I am using the ring that will automatically cast my raised skeletons and my corpse tendrils once in X seconds. And so far, yeah, I am really enjoying this. Nice, we got a Ancestor here. I'm also using the Blood Mist just for the extra defense. Of course my Golem, also the Army of the Dead. Because this will just buff my skeletons with a certain aspect. And my minions. And of course the corpse tendrils. And I am using the Cripify here. This is just basically for more damage. And since the area is pretty big now. Yeah. Almost all things will be decrypified. And this will also reduce my cooldowns a bit. But nice, we got another unique here. So, speaking of the devil, I am using this one with a little bit of a better roll. So yeah. So far, it is pretty strong. And especially the bosses are way easier with Necromancer so far. The nice thing about this ring, by the way, is that you can cast the skills also when it's activated from the bonus from the ring. So you can basically have a double corpse tendrils on the ground. And this will help me really with my damage. I am still switching around a little bit for my mages and my golem. I'm now using the golem that will reduce my own damage a little bit. So I will get more defenses. So basically, cast your Decrypify most of the time. Sometimes cast your Army of the Dead. Also don't forget your Golem skill. And your Corpse Tendrils, of course. I wouldn't recommend casting your raised skeletons, because the ring we have will activate this one pretty quick. And we have a 1 second roll, so yeah. I am still a little bit squishy. But yeah, you can overcome this problem by just saving your Blood Mist for the right time. And most of the time you will be okay. Can happen that you will die once or twice, but yeah. But just take it a bit slow. Because I have a Barbarian with a pretty good speed build. I have to switch a bit in my head when I'm playing the Necromancer, because this one just goes a little bit slower. But this is okay if you just keep this in mind. And it is a pretty cool playstyle. You have a lot of time to look through your items and things like that. It's also very nice if you have another character. So making a second character can be way easier, because yeah, you have all the materials already. So you can temper a lot of your items at the start. Yeah, so far I really like Necromancer, just because I am a big fan of minion builds. And I think it can get really strong this season with the new buffs to minions. We also had some changes to Book of the Dead, I believe. But as I said, I am not entirely sure what I should pick yet. So most of the time this will be pretty quick. Alright. What do we have? Yeah, I think we want to have all of them to 15 at the moment. So, let's go over the skills, the items and the Paragon levels real quick. And yeah, let's talk a bit about the possibilities we have. So for the skills, I am not using a basic skill here. Just because, yeah, as I said, I'm mostly built around the passive ring I have. So, just to reach this point, put 2 random points somewhere. I picked up the Hued Flesh, just for the extra corpse spawns. Picked also this one up, because I had a point to spend, but maybe I will replace this one later. But I believe I need this one to hold this one open, so yeah. Skeletal Warrior Mastery, of course. Also the Grim Harvest and Fueled by Death. The Cripify, very important in this build. But I can always recommend this one if you have minions. Skeletal Mage Mastery. Death's Approach. I have this one just purely because I really like movement speed. As we have seen before. So you can remove this one and pick something else. Maybe some more defense or anything like it. So for the enhanced Equipify, I went for this one just for the extra cooldown reduced. I would not recommend this because, yeah, it doesn't work on bosses. So not entirely sure why this one is good. Then the Corpse Tendrils, of course, with enhanced. And also this one makes all enemies vulnerable. A little bit of defense here. Then I went 1 point in each of these, just to activate the darkness skills and darkness damage. But this is why I said I'm not sure about my mages yet, because I'm thinking about switching to my ice mages. So then I will probably respec these, but I'm not sure. Maybe they have a good combination with some glyphs. Ultimate skills, Golem Mastery, of course, and the Army of the Dead. I didn't pick up this last one, just because I have my passive ring, so all my skeletons will be alive all the time. I went full on all of these. You can leave those out, but for now I'm really happy about this. Just minion buffs. And I went for this one. It got changed, so now we always have more attack speed for my minion, instead of only if we don't take damage. So I think this is a pretty good one to pick up if you're a minion build. You can also pick up this one. I've seen people using this just for the extra damage, and since your pets will now scale more with your own stats, this can be pretty good. But yeah, this is what I have for now. Now if you take a look at my gear, please keep in mind I still have gear under the maximum item power. This will be replaced very soon. Most of the aspects here will be buffing my minions. So we got this one, more shadow damage. This is also the reason why I have those 1 points into the shadow passives. Also have this one with more Skeletal Mages summons. And also the Corpse Tendril size is pretty good. Curse Duration, don't forget this one. Is also a nice pickup per tempering. For the glows, we have the Army of the Dead is active. Minions gain more increased damage. And we also have the summoning damage and Corpse Tendril size again here. For my pens, I went for the Skeletal Mages Cast a Blizzard. I am not entirely sure about this one, so I will maybe replace it once I get a better one, or replace it with Tibalt's Will or anything like. But for now it is alright. Curse Duration, nice to have. Blood Mist cooldown reduction, also nice because this is my only defense ability at the moment. The boots, max item level, so I am pretty happy about these. I rolled movement speed on them, just what I said earlier. I really like movement speed, but you can reroll this for more defense, for example. And of course the Decrepify size, really good one. And the Skeletal Warrior Mastery. As you have noticed, I didn't do any tempering yet, only on these ones. So I will probably increase these once I have better rolls. My weapons, I am not entirely sure yet if I should go for the one-hander here with a offhand or a shield, or go for the two-hander. But for now the two-hander, yeah, deals massive damage. So just average damage, minion attack speed roll on this is also pretty nice, and the Skeletal Mages damage. The aspect here is also very important for this build, so your minions gain increased damage while alive. The amulet here is also not high enough item power yet, but I kept this one because of my good rolls on this. So more maximum life and also more movement speed. So yeah, it is a little bit hard to replace this one for now, but I will keep my eyes open. The ring, of course, I was talking about. Now this one is a pretty good roll, so I am very happy with this one. Especially with the corpse skills and also the very low rolls on the raised cannon and corpse tendril cast. Also good to remember, this one gives you a lucky hit chance, and this is especially good with the corpse tendril skill we talked about, or with the decryptify skill, I mean. So this one activates once we do a lucky hit. And I have the Ring of Mandolin, just for the extra minion damage. I am still looking for a better one, because this is a very bad roll. But for now, it will help my minions with the damage output. At the moment I have my resistances at the max. Yeah, this is pretty important on higher world tier. And I'm not entirely sure how this works now, because the minions will inherit your own stats way more. So I'm still figuring things out, but yeah. So far it is pretty nice. For my Paragons, I went for the first board, of course, and picked up the Skeletal Warrior, the Warrior Glyph here. Then I went for the Minion board, picked up the Dead Razor on this one, because this will increase all of the nodes here and here. I also picked up the Golem board, because I think the Golem can be pretty strong this patch. And I'm really looking forward to see the Golem do massive damage. Also picked up this glyph socket, of course, so more bonus to all magic nodes within range and more movement speed. This is just my personal thing, as I said before. I am building towards this, just for the fact that I have a lot of corpses most of the time. And for the glyph socket, I have picked up the Scent of Death, and picked up the glyph socket here, of course, with the mage, but not entirely sure about this board, to be honest. But for now, it is pretty okay. For this board, I am thinking about picking up the Amplify here, but I can also go for the Abyssal. And we have a couple of more options here. This one, for example. So this gives us way more damage than this one. So maybe we'll pick up the Control, but not entirely sure yet. But so far, yeah, it is pretty strong. And I'm really looking forward to getting higher gear and higher item levels. Because as I said, I think this Necromancer this season can steamroll quite hard if you have the right gear. This was a quick overview of the Necromancer Minion build I have right now. But for now, thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye.